Hey there fellow travelers, Mark here with Wolters World, and today we're here in London, if you couldn't tell from Parliament behind me. And today what we're going to do is I'm going to answer a few questions from our fans, so let's get started. Our first question is, Mark, why did you start Wolters World? Well, the reason I started Wolters World in terms of the travel videos is because one time I was in Italy, okay? Well, there's a lot of times I was in Italy, but I was there and I was visiting a friend in the Veneto region, and I bought a guidebook. And the guidebook, the first time, it wasn't in alphabetical order, but the first town they had, they said, oh, this town, you should go here. You know, I read through, I'm like, wow, this place sounds fantastic. It was in the Veneto region, so like, you know, there's Venice and Vicenza and Verona and Cittadella and all these great places to go, but this town was first on the list. I'm like, all right, well, I'll go check it out. I talked to my friends before I went, and they're like, where are you going? They're like looking at me like, why would you go there? I'm like, well, look, here's the book. And they read the book, like, wow, that does sound good. So I go to this town. The palazzo was not even open. The square was like blah. I'm like, what did I even come to? And I saw that a lot of guidebooks really fluff things up. I mean, how many times have you heard it's the Paris of the East, or the Paris of the North, or the Venice of the West, and all these kind of things? You're like, no, Venice is Venice, Paris is Paris, Prague is Prague. Let cities be their cities. And I kind of thought about this saying, wow, I wasted a day of my vacation. Well, I was there learning Italian, so I was there for a few weeks, so I had the time to lose a day. But I thought about my American friends. You know, maybe they get 10 days off vacation a year, or maybe 12 or 13 or whatever, and they get to have one trip to Europe maybe in their life, or one trip every 10 years to like Europe, and it's their one trip, and they've got 10 days, and one of those days they waste it going to a town that a guidebook made sound great but wasn't. I'm like, man, that's 10% of your European vacation ruined. I said, no more. So then we started to make these videos to help people know what are the good parts to see and the bad parts to see, so you kind of know what to do, what not to do, so you feel better, okay? So that's what we really are going for, all right? So that's where it really kind of started in terms of the travel videos. The language videos, I started making language videos to help Jocelyn because she was coming to Portugal, so I wanted to have her better prepared to come to Portugal. So I did all these basic language videos and culture videos for her. For my business videos, I was teaching in Portugal, and I had a lot of non-native English speakers, and I wanted to make sure they learned the material, so I did all the really main materials. I did summary videos, so if they couldn't follow in class, or they maybe missed class, they could watch it online and then they could learn that way, and that's where those came from. So those are where the videos came from. Anyway, so those are just two questions I wanted to answer here in London. If you have questions about Wolters World or traveling, put in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to answer them out. So have a great time, and bye from London.